Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Halloween Just Watched. I'm Devin, with me is Billy.
Woo!
And finishing off this month with Curtis's pick for, hey guys, we need Halloween movies. And Curtis's favorite movie is Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah.
Which, it's high on my list. It's not my favorite, obviously, but it is really good, especially if you like Silent Hill.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Now, I was told this, I can't confirm this, I didn't look it up, but this inspired Silent Hill.
I can see the parts that...
And I was like, I can see it. I can understand that. If it's not true, then...
It should be.
That's one hell of a coincidence.
Yeah.
But, simple plot, Billy. Good luck. This is anything but simple.
Jacob's going to be an on-vet, some flashbacks. Deal with that. And demons, these demons.
Yeah, exactly. I'll sum it up really better for you. Jacob didn't even make it to Vietnam. He was a part of a platoon that was just stationed out, I forget where, but it's not part of the... Thailand.
Yeah.
And they tested a chemical where they all went mad and killed each other. And this is basically... Jacob is dying on a medical bed, but having all these hallucinations.
That he's back stateside.
Yeah, back on stateside. Like, it jumps back around all over the place.
Yeah, this is...
And... it's interesting because the flashbacks you think are Vietnam flashbacks are actually what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Messing with your mind views.
Yeah, right?
But any good Silent Hill thing, it's about dealing with your demons and your conscience before you die in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And... yeah, this is where I'm like, we can't even really do the plot by plot because the plot jumps around a lot.
Yeah, no, this...
And this is one of those movies that doesn't have a horror kill cam, so...
yeah, so...
that's it.
Yeah.
You gave us one of the harder movies to review, Curtis.
Good job.
So, a lot of people are like, well, what makes it Silent Hill-y? Let's go into that. I think that's a good starting point for this. Really.
Yes.
And other than the psychological horror of also dealing with your demons, what's reality? What's like hallucinations? What's a demon? What's an angel?
Yeah.
And so the psychological part, a very Silent Hill-esque. Because what Jacob sees is his own mental recounting, or how the afterlife interprets his guilt or any other things.
Right.
And you learn a lot more about Jacob than you actually think you do. Did you know Jacob liked prostitutes?
Oh. Not the first time I want.
No. But... the way he's flirting with every girl that he runs into,
yeah,
and how they're like all over him, I was like, Jacob likes to get around with the Thailand girls mostly.
Yeah.
And probably that girl that's not his wife, Sarah, but Lisa, I think it was her. Jessie. Yeah. That's probably a girl he got really familiar with in Thailand. Or Taiwan, sorry.
Oh, no, Thailand.
Oh, Thailand.
I know.
Bad at geography, will fully admit.
This is why it would be easier to just send Vietnam, right?
Yeah. Vietnam, everyone knows that place. That's a huge global area. No, it's not. It's just very famous.
Yeah.
For the wrong reasons, really.
Right?
Anyways, so that's one thing. The chiropractor, I think, is a guardian angel.
Yes,
and is trying to guide Jacob into the afterlife without a lot of pain and suffering along the way. Because apparently the transition can be very painful when you're trying to resist the transition.
Understandable.
Yeah. I like that metaphor phrase that he used where it's like, well, when you're in hell, the demons are trying to take away all your memories, but they're not punishing you. They're freeing your soul for the afterlife. And the more you resist, the more they look like demons. But when you relax and let it go, they start to look like angels.
That's it. Nice?
Yeah.
Like, nice metaphor.
It is. It's just accepting death when you know there's no way out of it is something a lot of people should... It's part of the grieving process, or the accepting death process. It's just knowing, yeah, this is the end.
Yeah.
Other things we can talk about or learn about Jacob.
Yeah. I'm thinking, right? This is his family.
Yeah. So we know he had 3 kids. One kid, Gabe, died in an accident by being hit by a truck while out on his bike.
Yeah. Gee, where did we see that one before?
Yeah, I know, right? Everyone was wondering, rescue me.
Yeah.
But this did it first.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the first ever, but definitely before Rescue Me's.
Well, Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
I think better.
Yeah, possibly. Anyway.
No.
So, and Jacob feels very guilty, feels he's the one
he's
responsible for not looking after Gabe when that happened. Which, I understand the guilt. I don't think you should blame yourself that hard.
No.
It sucks really hard. I'm
Yeah.
not going to, make light of the fact, hey, your kid just died. But it's also... unless you were fully neglecting the child...
Yeah.
I understand kids, they can get out of your sights real fucking quick.
Oh, yeah.
And it only takes, a second before they're in trouble.
Oh, milliseconds.
Milliseconds. So, it could have just been, I bent down to tie my shoe real
and
quick.
then, boom.
And bam, he got hit. But anyways, that's haunting him, and that's what he's trying to overcome first of all. Then the mysterious, how did I die?
Yeah.
Or am I alive? Because something happened when I was in Vietnam, and we're all survivors of this crazy incident. And it feels like the army's trying to cover it up.
Yeah. And crazy incident, he's kind of right.
Kinda. I like that he has 5 other buddies who went through it.
Yeah.
And I know you see 3 of them are dead. Absolutely, there's no chance they survive.
Yeah.
In the first opening cutscene of
this. Right?
So, how are they here now? But for some reason, they all miraculously survive, but they're all that was a weird freaking night, right?
Yeah.
And then they all get this paranoia of some people are watching us. We're supposed to be hush-hush about Vietnam.
Yeah.
And
they decided to do a class lawsuit.
Yep. And then that's when the lawyer, played by... Who plays George Costanza?
Oh, Jason Alexander.
Jason Alexander, thank you. Sorry, I was like, it's not fucking George Costanza. That's the character name. Who is his real name? Jason Alexander basically does some of his own digging, finds out these guys never made it to Vietnam.
They got dishonorably discharged in time.
Dishonorably discharged for a psychological effect or reasonings. Failed the psyche valve, really.
Yeah.
And James like, that's bullshit. We were all in Vietnam, right? No, you weren't.
No, you weren't.
And then he's still paranoid because he's like, if anyone calls, I'm not here.
Yeah.
Oh no. Then he leaves the courthouse. I'm sorry, we missed a step. Gets dragged into a car mid-daylight.
Yeah.
No one stops us. I was like, well, that's New York.
Yeah. And he gets robbed.
Well, let's get to that scene first. First of all, he gets taken in. I forget exactly what the guy said, but something along the lines of, you're dead, accept it.
Yeah.
Oh, Vietnam was an alternate life. Forget about it.
Yeah.
And then he fights his way out, tumbles out of the car, dislocates his back.
Yeah.
And a Santa Claus robs him.
Yeah.
Like, what are all the things to put for a comedy moment? But it's not. There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
Because when they're taking him into the hospital and they're asking him all the questions, and they're like, well, he has no wallet on him. He's like, it got stolen. Oh, who stole it? Santa Claus.
Like,
oh, great, we're dealing with a crazy guy. Lovely.
So,
I gotta get the bastard. Yeah, it doesn't. Wait, when you say it out loud like that, how did it not sound crazy to you?
right?
And then we're skipping quite a far ahead, but basically his chiropractor gets him out of the hospital, takes him back to the chiropractic area, straightens him up, and then sends him on his way. And basically, we're getting basically to the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I kind of forget how we go from... Oh no, he just like leaves the chiropractor, takes a cab, and goes home.
Yeah, to his...
Well, his old house where he lived with his wife.
Yeah, and like, he's a doorman.
Yeah. It's like, been a long time since I've seen you. Yeah, I'm finally home.
Yeah.
And then we cut in, he gets to his apartment, and his son, Gabe is there. Yeah. And Gabe helps him into the afterlife.
Yeah, leads him up the stairs and goes towards the lights.
Yep. And then we cut back to the real world where he's on the operating table in a medical tent.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone. And scene. And that is the gist of the plot.
Yeah.
Recommend you watch it because as we did, it jumps a lot.
Yeah.
There was a scene with the bathtub and the ice that I didn't get, but I was like, in the real world, he's probably having a fever.
Yeah.
But in his dream, he feels cold.
Yeah. So.
Alright, so things we like about the movie.
The Demon Dance Party.
The Demon Dance Party is a good scene. Where it's flashlight. If you ever seen the music video for Don't Friend Me with a Good Time, it's that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's literally that dance party, but a little more creepier and a little more like, what the hell's going on? And not played for laughs. But yeah, it's just, I love that, like, it'll cut to people dancing and then it cuts away, cuts back to the people dancing, but now there's something demonic in there,
right?
Or something has changed, and then it quickly cuts away again. You're like, did I just see what I thought I saw?
Right?
Can we go back to that for a second? Like, no, now we're cutting to these people. We'll go back to that in a moment. We'll just do a quick update on what's going on.
Right?
Yeah.
And also the scene where he's in the conversation with his other buddy, the one with his talking and his eyes moving.
Yes, the guy...
Paul?
I think it was Paul, but I didn't catch names.
Yeah, I was...
But the first guy that comes up to him was like, I'm going to hell. They're following me. Who's following you? I don't know who they are, but they're demons. And eventually they're going to catch up to me and take me to hell.
Yeah.
And the way as he talks, you can see the eyes shifting back and forth really quickly.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a good effect. Or if he can do that naturally, that's really good.
Good talent, yeah, right?
Because it adds to that creep factor. He's uncertain about everything around him. Is what I got from that eye movement.
Right?
He's just double checking everything.
Are they here? Are they here?
Yeah, I was
like you could really tell the paranoia.
Yeah. Really set he's paranoid. Right. I'm trying to think. You kind of stole my favorite one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The transitions between the Vietnam scenes and back to reality, the way they do it and make it feel like it's a flashback, and not what's currently happening,
right,
are very well done. It took me. I've watched this movie 3 times, and it just took me this time to kind of realize that, like, oh, that's happening now.
Yeah.
When he gets stabbed, he's not remembering him being stabbed. That's happening now.
Yeah.
And just the little nuances, the nods that, like, you can see the Silent Hill inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
Where it comes from. Like, the hospital being a dilapidated ruin.
Yeah, oh my god, that's...
through the basement. And then it goes from, we're just taking them into x-rays, to, here's the psych ward.
Yeah.
And then here's all these chopped up, butchered limbs. And then we're on an operating table. I was like, I thought we were going for x-rays.
What the hell?
I gotta jump the gun here. Yeah. And that doctor scene is like, where are you supposed to be? You're dead.
Right?
Yeah. Because it was being as blunt as possible. It's like, okay, you've had your time to get your affairs together. You gotta move on now. Alright, things we didn't like about the movie.
Yeah, this one...
It's a hard movie to review.
Yes, that's the only thing is...
Because it's a fever dream in itself.
Yes.
But I'm glad it's not too over-the-top crazy with its effects.
Yes.
Other than that, I don't have anything too negative against it.
No, like... I'm struggling on this one.
Yeah. Will everyone get this movie? Probably not. It is... If you're a Silent Hill fan, this is a good movie to look up.
Yeah.
And just because I've finished watching the 2 remake, and then seeing this again, I can see the parallels.
Yeah.
And it's like, holy hell, this is way on par with... If it didn't inspire Silent Hill, it certainly gave it a few pages to work off of.
Yeah.
Alright, and final thoughts.
No, I mean, great movie, like this.
It's a good movie. It's an older one, so and for the time, the effects are amazing.
Oh, I mean, practical effects?
Yeah.
I would say?
Really? Like a 10 out of 10 on the effects.
I mean, that's what I love about movies that use practical effects.
Yeah.
You always get bonus points with me when it's practical.
Yeah. Because that means you put a lot of time and effort to make that effect work.
Yeah.
And to get it for in every shot to work.
Yeah.
Because you had to do multiple shots. There's no way in hell you tell me you did that in one day.
No, God, no.
But is it unsettling? Definitely. If you're looking for something that's going to unsettle you, this is a movie for you.
Yeah.
If you're looking for something to outright scare you, this doesn't have a lot of junky scares.
No,
and I appreciate it for that.
Yes, because you are the one who hates...
I just find them cheap.
Yes, damn right. Cheap.
Yeah, of course people are going to jump. You popped something out at them real suddenly.
Yeah. Oh, that was scary. Like, no, that was predictable.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they do become too predictable. Yeah. But mine is, Yes, but after the movie's over, do you remember it?
Probably not.
Probably not. It'll fade.
Yeah.
Psychological horror, I find, it
Sticks with you.
sticks with you. You'll think about it for a while.
Yeah.
But with that, though, we'll call the episode here. So thank you all very much for watching. And have yourselves a happy Halloween.
You know, I did climb Jacob's ladder once. Wouldn't recommend it, though.
No.